Escaping into the countryside shouldn't be an uphill battle for anyone.
Do you know, you are going to make me one lazy wheelchair user.
And a new outlook doesn't have to break the bank.
Didn't dare to put the word view on my wish list, but that's a nice view.
For a little research can lead to a lot of change.
You have got £25,000, if you want to look at it that way, in terms of budget.
Yeah.
Steve, you're not winding this up, are you?
I am not winding you up.
No.
Today, we're escaping to the largest historic county in the UK, where coast, countryside and cultural heritage meet. It's Yorkshire.
The last few years have really taught us about the importance of our physical and mental well-being. And according to the people that look after them, our national parks are the ultimate tonic. They provide a place for enjoyment, adventure and, of course, escape. And this one here in the North York Moors is no exception.
Located in the north of England, Yorkshire combines vast scenic landscapes, a fascinating heritage and a healthy multi-billion-pound economy. It also packs in a wealth of cultural delights. Yorkshire Day on the 1st of August celebrates the region's cuisine, history and distinctive dialect.
If you're going to escape somewhere, then escape to North Yorkshire. It's absolutely stunning. To me, there's nowhere any better on this earth than being here in Yorkshire.
I came for work initially, but actually the warm welcome and a very good cup of tea is what's kept me here. We've got some fantastic little fishing ports, Robin Hood's Bay, and something for a little bit more life. There's Scarborough, there's Filey, there's Whitby, and then you've got the countryside. I mean, hello, God's own county.
Well, it's time to get this Yorkshire show on the road. So let's start by meeting today's couple who are looking to make this beautiful county their home.
This is where Red comes to work every day. I can't believe he drives the best part of 25 minutes to get here. And just can't imagine the difference it will make. We've got a nice little workshop we can potter off to during the day from our new place in the country.
Recently retired teacher Rachel and her partner Red want to sell their mid-terraced home in Eltham, south-east London, to seek a less hectic lifestyle closer to Rachel's mum in rural Yorkshire. Red is after space to continue his metalworking job from home, and he also wants to offer his skills as a volunteer football coach.
Two things I would really carry on doing is the metal spinning and the football.
In a lovely little workshop
Yeah.
on our premises, hopefully.
And they both want to spend more time together with their hobbies at home.
I love gardening anyway, and I'd like to do a bit of that. And also the man cave, I'd like to build another man cave. This is the man cave. I think it's small and I would love to build a bigger one if I had the space. I love cooking, especially like West Indian food, rice and peas. Every time I have a party, that's the main thing they ask for, is you're going to do jerk chicken, rice and peas.
I'm just looking forward to saying, right now, what is it that I want to do? Let's go and find it, let's explore.
Rachel and Red have a budget of up to £425,000. They'd like 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, providing space if needed for Rachel's mum to stay in the future. They want a workshop for Red, or the ability to build one, a garden with enough room for some hens, and a community close by, ideally within an hour of the city of York and half an hour from the coast.
It seems to me that as long as Red has got a lathe and a football team to coach nearby, he's going to have a pretty good time here. But for Rachel, now that she's retired, this is much more about getting closer to family and kick-starting an active and fulfilling retirement. And wow, is this some beautiful scenery to do just that in.
We're starting our house hunting adventures in the North Yorkshire village of Slingsby. And before I start showing them potential homes, we're all meeting up on the village green.
Well, here we are then, and this is the village of Slingsby. I mean,
Beautiful.
Lovely,
I don't know how we haven't come across it before, but
It's
no,
lovely.
it's just absolutely the perfect village, isn't it?
The fresh air, I could smell the grass.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of thing you don't in London. You don't. It's there, but I could smell the grass in the rain. You know, it's brilliant.
this move, I mean, very much around you and family. I mean, how much convincing did it take, Red, for you to join in?
Not a lot of convincing. I've always said, let's go. It's another step forward, another kind of beginning of doing really what you really like doing and having more time to do it, I think.
So, I mean, just now we have got that bit of time, and I really would like to make every day count now.
It's as much as I'd love to sit here talking to you all day. Getting out the rain is top of my list at the moment. So if I was to tell you that the first house is in this village, how would you feel about that?
I would have had my fingers crossed that you were going to say that, except I've been holding the brolly. So I'm really pleased to hear that, aren't you?
It's
Looks
guessing
really
which
lovely
one,
place
because they're
to
all
be.
lovely, all nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Lead
nice.
the way, Steve, whenever you're ready.
Not a bad place to start, is it?
It's lovely, lovely.
Well, goodbye London. Hello Yorkshire. Come on, let's go.
Definitely.
Thank you.
With a population upwards of 600 people, the village benefits from a primary school rated good by Ofsted. The local pub serves food including wood-fired pizzas on the weekends, and buses run to the nearby market town of Malton from Monday to Saturday. We're making our way to the edge of the village to view the house in question.
Well, this is the first of the properties I want to show you.
Isn't it sweet?
Lovely. So I like the way it's set back.
You got that bit of side space as well, the garage, Red. I know that's something that is important to you.
That is perfect if I was to turn that into a workshop or whatever.
Looking forward to seeing inside it.
Let's get out of this rain, come on.
Built in the 1930s on what was the orchard of the neighbouring farm, the property has been fully refurbished over the last 3 years.
Right, come with me.
The central front door opens directly into a dining area with open plan access to the kitchen.
Well, I've never seen a layout like this. You know, it's almost like everything you need.
For you as well, particularly with the amount of cooking that you do, it's got to be practical.
It has, it has.
Asking you to sit down
it's-
and have a nice relaxed dinner, I think it's really quite a good idea.
This is nice. I'm thinking where to put the telly, actually.
Well, I can promise you there are plenty more rooms to put tellies in this property. I tell you what, why don't you lead the way through, down through the hallway there,
Wow.
and we'll go through to the front room.
An additional reception room is located to the rear of the home.
Oh, I like that. Brick fireplace is absolutely perfect, isn't it? I love that. And the view, you know, I didn't dare to put the word view on my wish list, but that's a nice view.
Perfect. It's a lovely view. Surrounded by that open space, yes, it's brilliant.
I might take my coat off, you know, it's so
It's
warm,
getting
which is a
warm,
good
isn't it?
sign, isn't it?
Yeah, make yourself comfortable. Why don't you have a wander around, see what's down here,
Yeah.
take yourself upstairs, see what's up there,
There is an upstairs.
and I'll catch you shortly. Enjoy, don't rush.
Thank you.
2 of the property's 3 bedrooms are off the hallway on this floor, starting with a double which the current owner uses for workouts.
That's handy, they've got a gym.
Oh,
I'm
that's
thinking
nice, isn't
it
it?
might just make me do my exercises if I've got a space.
Lovely little area. Well, little, it's a nice sized room.
And next door could fit Red's plans to work from home.
This is my office.
Spread out and have all your rubbish. But equally, I'm looking, there's storage. And I'm wondering if my mum would be able to stay in here, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Red and Rachel are both seeing potential, and there's also a ground floor shower room, plus more to see upstairs, with a main bedroom suite that occupies the entire converted loft.
Oh, this is lovely up here. I didn't imagine this being...
Ah, yes. It's a surprise.
You can look out there.
Yep.
Really feel like it's the countryside here. Oh, look. Oh, look.
There you go.
Would I ever get... Oh,
Always wanted one of those.
Yes, perhaps have to cancel all those activities I was planning and just relax in that beautiful bar.
Outside, the front garden has raised beds, and the mid-sized rear garden looks out over the estate of nearby Castle Howard. Not forgetting that detached single garage that could offer Red a workshop.
This outside space, now it's fair to say, it's not the biggest.
No.
In all fairness, we don't need masses of space.
Room for
I am
chickens.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely room for chickens.
Yeah. It's the only thing, I was looking at the shed.
That is perhaps the bit that's a bit disappointing.
Yeah,
Is that it's literally, I suppose, a single garage, and he was hoping to have maybe a double garage size.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think this is on the market for then?
I'm really not sure, but I can't think it's much less than £400,000, so I'm going to say that.
All right, well, not a bad guess. Red, what do you think?
£399,000.
All right, okay. It's actually on the market for £425,000.
Is it top of budget?
Right on
Top
budget
end.
for you both.
No, I can't fault the house. The only thing, as I say, is a little bit of space for the workshop.
agree.
Other than that, it's perfect.
It's so different from what we've got, and I think that's what I'm looking forward to.
On budget, this detached 1930s house hits most of their must-haves. There's an open-plan kitchen diner, a total of 3 bedrooms, a home office and a detached garage. It's located on the edge of a sought-after village and is half an hour by car to the city of York.
It's lovely. It fits what we're looking for. I can see myself living there and Rachel because it has got everything. It's got the open space behind. You know, I just go look out the window. It's brilliant.
It looked like a bungalow and I wasn't sure. So it was really nice to have an upstairs, and the quality, the way it's been done, you feel like you're in some hotel, sort of 5-star spa resort maybe, you know, that's how it feels. It's lovely.
God, I thought he was going to leave me sitting in the rain all day. That's it. You happy?
It's
Yes,
lovely,
yes.
but I think we're ready to just have a look at some other options. Thanks.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let's get a move on, shall we?
Thank you.
See what else
Thank you.
Yorkshire's got in store.
Thank you.
Lovely, thanks.
With more time for themselves in retirement, Rachel and Red are looking for a change of focus from work to community and hobbies. Kirby Moorside is a market town with a little over 3,000 residents that could be just the place for that.
Oh, it's a nice little shop.
As well as a good range of independent shops and services, there's a weekly market on Wednesdays.
It's a really nice, close-knit community. There's lots going on, even though it looks like there isn't. I'd recommend it to everybody to come and visit, especially come and see me.
There's an awful lot of clubs, too many to name. The main one I'm involved with is Kirby Moorside Brass Band.
Buses run to several destinations, including the city of York and the coastal town of Scarborough. Sports clubs include cricket, tennis and football, so perhaps some opportunities for Red's coaching skills. But to find out more about what's on offer in and around the town, they're meeting Hilary Shields, who's had a shop here for 20 years.
What other things do you participate in the community?
Well, we have lots going on throughout the year. So the first bank holiday in May, we have a tractor run, and there's usually about 400 tractors. And then we have lots of country shows. throughout the summer. If you're into fitness, there's yoga and Pilates.
Can you recommend any good places to eat in Kirby Moorside?
Yeah, well, we have quite a few places. We're very lucky. We've got the golf club at the top of the road. They do a fantastic Sunday lunch.
Oh, good, yeah.
And there's Wayne's Butchers, who have been here longer than I have, and they do an excellent pie.
Ah, brilliant.
We have it on good authority that you sell rather lovely pies.
Yes, we do.
What are you going to have? I know what I'm having.
Mince and onion.
Mince and onion.
Mince and onion, yeah.
One of each of them,
One of
please.
each. Thank you.
That's it.
I'm going to try a hot pork pie and a Cornish-style pasta,
Cornish-style
please.
pasta. £7.20 altogether, please. Okay, thank you.
That's
Very
brilliant.
reasonable.
That's whetted their appetites for life here. But if Red and Rachel's country move is to be more than just pie in the sky, we best get back to finding them a home. We're on our way to the East Riding of Yorkshire village of Wetwang. Located in the Yorkshire Wolds, around a 40-minute drive to York in one direction and half an hour to the coast in the other, there's a popular fish and chip shop and a bus that runs to and from the market town of Driffield on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The property we've come to see is located off a quiet lane away from the main street.
Normally at this point, this is when I say, so, what do you think of the property? But the truth is, you've got this long driveway that takes you down off of the road. But what about these views, eh?
That makes me want to go and explore it. That is really inviting. It's fabulous, yeah.
It is,
It's
isn't it?
fantastic.
Well, should we go and have a look, see what's at the end of this driveway?
Yes,
Definitely.
please.
That would
Come
be
on,
exciting.
go.
A driveway of my very own.
This is private access for the property, but I want to surprise Red and Rachel by leading them up the garden path a bit.
The unfortunate thing with this driveway coming down to these two properties is that obviously it's shared.
Yeah.
But that's not the end of the world because both properties come together.
Do they?
Yeah.
So we're looking at all of this.
The outspace here, the sheds, the annex, the house, the driveway, the patio area, all of this comes with the property.
Seriously.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it really is.
Can we afford
Fascinating.
that? I think I'm crying here.
Wouldn't it be lovely?
Well, how about we get out of the road and go and see what it's all about, eh?
Yeah.
Come on then.
Unbelievable.
Originally brick barns converted in the mid-20th century, the property has most recently been offered as a holiday let. We're starting with the main home.
Ooh,
In we come, close the door and into the kitchen.
yeah, that's cute, isn't it? I like those tiles. Very my colours. A lot of potential.
Yeah, and the other thing is this place has got its own separate utility room.
Oh, well, there you go. So it makes me realise it's going to be a different lifestyle. I don't have to do everything in one confined space. I've got space, or I will have.
I still can't. No, this is a wind-up.
Isn't it? It's not, and I'm going to show you why it's not. Come with me.
You will.
Across the hall is a sizable reception room.
Oh, look at them.
This is nice.
I thought, my
I said, come in, enjoy the space with me.
Look, little fireplace.
Yes, again.
And an eating area.
Yes. A blank canvas again, you know, for what you want to put on the walls and things like that. You know, it's and it which will make it more of a cosy sort of room.
Because you can move in here, no doubt about it.
Yeah, yeah.
It is certainly livable. Let me show you what's through the utility room. Come with me.
Back off the hall, the utility room leads to a side extension which offers more reception space.
Oh, look at this.
Ah, you see,
Look
this
at
is
this.
a conservatory.
This is it.
Never had one.
Brilliant.
This is really nice size, isn't it?
Oh, I like
Could
that.
you even sit and have our coffee here, or?
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'll take the
That's,
table.
we found 3 rooms now you can have your coffee in so far. And you've got to go and explore, yeah? Have a look around, soak it up, and then I'll take you over to where there's maybe a couple more bedrooms, another kitchen, living room. We'll get there anyway. Go and look at this bit first.
Thank
We'll
you.
worry
Yes.
about that shortly.
Yes, let's go.
There are 4 bedrooms in total and 2 lie along the rear hallway. One is a double with views out to the patio. This is served by a ground floor family bathroom. The second downstairs bedroom is also a comfortable double.
That's plenty big enough, isn't it? Is this built-in storage? Have a look. There.
Oh,
I don't know what you'd use that for.
well, it's a little office, some type makeup room.
Oh,
dressing
that's what
table.
it is. It's
Dressing-
a makeup room. Let me see that. This one. This could be your makeup. Oh, look, an ensuite.
Oh, there you go.
That's nice.
Wooden stairs lead up to further accommodation off a landing, starting with a double room set into the exposed eaves.
Nice.
Isn't that unusual?
It is,
Got a lot
it
of
is.
character. I like character.
And the final double room makes bedroom number 4. This floor also has an additional family bathroom.
I like
Yeah.
this. And
I've
upstairs,
never
so
said
this is
that
like
before.
a
Nice.
contained for someone's staying. They're upstairs, aren't they? We've got.
I'm losing track of how many places there are for people to. It's a nice big shower, though, isn't
It
it?
is brilliant.
I'm listening to them upstairs and I think they're trying to get their bearings. There's so much space, which in turn means so much potential, and potential means options. And I think this place has got stacks of them.
And talking of potential, there's still that second property. Perhaps somewhere for Rachel's mum in the future, but I'm also thinking it could be reconfigured for Red to work from home.
Oh, what's this? God, look
Lovely
at
cut
this.
tiles
Look at
again.
this.
I mean, it would be perfect if my mum
It's
wanted
an
to come and
annex,
stay.
It is.
There are another 2 bedrooms here, a single and a double. Both make use of a shower room.
If it was my mum, she'd have her clothes in there, and then she just has to sleep in here. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Red's workshop space will have to be somewhere else. There's certainly room in the grounds subject to planning. Now to see if there's room in their £425,000 budget.
Take a seat, step into my office, so they say. What are your first thoughts?
Funnily enough, for somebody who said she wanted that kind of Warren feel, lots of different places, that's really got a lot of separate spaces, and they're all jangling about in my head a little bit at the moment.
Let's look for a price.
Yes, OK. I'm going to go 425,000. I'm going to right at the top end.
Yeah?
Yeah, yes.
And what are you thinking?
Well, I'm going to optimistically say £400,000.
It's on the market for £400,000.
OK, so
You have got £25,000 if you want to look at it that way in terms of budget.
yeah,
Steve, you're not winding us up, are you?
I am not
You're
winding you up.
No.
that is a lot for your money, isn't it?
Look, we'll have to have a
Really is.
serious
We
talk.
will.
These former brick barns offer my country relocators a lot of rural property and money to spare. There's the main home with 4 double bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, plus a 2-bedroom annex in the grounds. They can walk straight out into the countryside, but also have a community close by, and it's around half an hour by car to the city of York or the seaside.
I could see myself in a place like this. The annex, put the icing on the cake. So really and truly, with the budget, I think,
Getting a lot for our money.
getting a lot for our money.
Yorkshire is showering us with more than just property options for Red and Rachel's new life. But getting out of the rain back in the grounds of our hotel, I'm hoping that the weather hasn't clouded their opinions.
Even on a day like this, I mean, me personally driving up and down the roads, I'm still looking out the windows going, this is beautiful.
It is just a lovely place to be, isn't it? No matter what's going on outside, you can enjoy it and you can inhale, and just, it is fabulous.
Being in the countryside, I accept the weather. I know it's wet, but I quite like it, really, because, getting warm, the young log fires we've seen in the houses, like, lovely.
You've mentioned once or twice about the coast. You've mentioned about getting out and around Yorkshire, using it to make yourselves more active and more part of things.
That's exactly it. We need to keep active. Motion is lotion, I'm told.
Here, there's no rush to come home, as in getting out there. Like, so 2 o'clock in the afternoon, let's take a drive down to the seaside,
Walk along
It
the
can be a
coast,
decision on the day rather than something you have to plan for.
Exactly.
And I can't wait to see how we get on tomorrow.
Oh, no,
Thank
that's
you, yeah.
I
really
really can't. I hope I'm not the only one, by the way.
No, my cheeks are hurting. Well, I've been smiling. Like, I don't know. I've got. We're talking about dimples, but I've been.
Well, let's hope we can get more of those smiles and
Tomorrow.
your face aching again tomorrow, shall we?
Get my, yeah.
Hey, does he normally smile this much at home?
House prices in Yorkshire can vary as much as the landscapes. A detached home in the East Riding of Yorkshire will set you back just under £343,000 on average. But head to West Yorkshire and the figure rises to over £360,000. Move into North Yorkshire and that increases another £70,000, with the average price for a detached home standing at over £432,000. North Yorkshire estate agent Joe can explain why the area attracts a premium.
You've got the historic city of York not far away, you've got the North York Moors National Park, you've got the coast just half an hour away. Overall, it's got something for everybody.
She paints an enticing picture. And if you're planning a North Yorkshire escape, how about this 3-bedroom cottage, which provides a little extra on the side? It comes complete with an adjoining 1-bedroom cottage that's been offered as a holiday let. The whole package is on the market for £535,000. Those passing through can consider these overnight pods. Located on the route of the 79-mile-long Yorkshire Wolds Way, they provide home comfort with spectacular views. Priced from £140 a night based on 2 adults sharing, there's a 2-night minimum stay with a supplement for additional adults and children.
Well, it goes without saying, it's another wet day here in Yorkshire, but I'm not letting that dampen my spirits. And I don't think it's going to bother Red or Rachel too much either. We've got plenty more of this beautiful county to explore, and of course, a brilliant mystery house.
My mystery offering is rurally located on the outskirts of the small village of Wansford. Before we look at that, we've come just over a mile up the road to neighbouring Nafferton to meet a local resident and soil scientist, Gwen Eggington, at her organic produce stall in the village.
Gwen, please let me introduce to you Red and Rachel, and they're looking to move into the area, and I thought, what better way to give them a nice introduction than to meet a local.
Well, I've been here for 30 years. I don't know whether that counts as local or not. I was born in Scarborough and I moved here to set up a market garden. I grow seasonal veg, I specialise in herbs, but I also even produce plants that people can grow on in the garden.
I've not developed my green fingers yet, but it is something I hope to do when I retire.
I really want everybody to be growing their own food.
Yeah. And now, part of this move and your retirement is about getting more involved with the community, isn't it?
It definitely is. I mean, I would like the idea, like, as you say, of volunteering, doing something helpful.
I have volunteers who come here, get a box of veg in return for their work and learn organic methods, learn how to garden for the future.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to leave you three to chat. It seems like you're getting on quite well. I have got a mystery house to get sorted. So, Gwen, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
I'll leave you to it. See you shortly.
Yeah.
It seems there could be a growing relationship here for Red and Rachel. And Nafferton also has a village shop and post office, as well as transport links, including trains that reach the coast at Bridlington in 10 minutes. A little over a mile from the station is our mystery house.
Here we are, much more rural than anything I've shown them so far. But as we've seen so often on the show, a rural house often means a spacious house.
And being attached, as this 19th century period home is, also means more for your money too.
I've learned just how important the kitchen is to Red and Rachel. With her baking and his cooking, well, I'd say there's plenty of space for both here.
Let's see what they make of it.
So here we are then, the mystery house.
It does look quite characterful, so I'm pleasantly pleased. Possibly semi-detached?
It is semi-detached.
Ain't seen inside yet. Picturing the last house we saw, and basically, yeah, I can't wait. I must admit, I do like that.
You got a thing for number 2, haven't you?
Yeah, it's what's in there. It's gonna be the.
Yeah. Well, on that note, should we do it?
Yes, yes.
It feels strange leaving when there's no rain on us, isn't it?
Once 2 attached cottages, the mystery house is now one very generously sized home, entered by a side porch that leads to that impressive kitchen.
Ooh,
This
this is nice.
amazing.
This is nice. For me, this is perfect. I could be doing cooking while you're cooking in this one.
Yeah, you got your own sides.
Yes.
It is lovely so far.
Lovely. I'm sort of like looking ahead.
The trouble, there's so
brilliant.
much beyond that we're
Yes.
kind of a bit curious about.
Yes,
So.
yes. Right.
See that door at the other end now?
Yeah.
Take yourself up there, have a quick look through. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Go for it.
I was
have a
hoping
wander.
you'd say that,
Go
Steve.
for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Located off the L-shaped kitchen, the property has been extended to provide a good-sized reception room.
Oh, look,
look
this
at
is a
this.
nice. This is what you might call the snug.
Yeah. Got your fire. Lovely.
And lovely amount of light for when you say sitting reading or whatever you might do.
I've got more reception space to show them in the original part of the home.
Come on through to here.
Lovely. Nice.
A cute little room, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's lovely.
I think this is the old part. Am I right?
You are bang on. This is your original 1800s cottage.
Yeah. Really
It's
lovely,
nice.
warm
It
feel.
is nice, yeah.
I'm a little bit gobsmacked, if I'm honest.
I don't know what you're doing to us, Steve.
Explore the rest yourself.
Yes.
Plenty more rooms that way. You've got all of upstairs.
Yeah.
And I'll see you shortly outside.
Brilliant.
It'll be
Thank
shortly with all that much to see, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, that's it.
Next to the front room is another reception area with double doors that could be a dedicated dining room. Then a study that's a versatile work-from-home space.
you. This is a little treatment room.
This is a cute little room at the moment, but we could have, this could be your office.
There's also a utility area and cloakroom, as well as a storeroom.
Right, some storage space, that could be handy for us.
They've asked for 3 bedrooms, and upstairs they'll find 4, starting with a guest double that has space for wardrobes. The family bathroom has a raised tub. And another guest room is the smallest bedroom on offer. But Rachel and Red could take their pick from the 2 remaining rooms, choosing between a bright double with an ensuite
Shower room. Not a toilet, but a shower.
and a smaller double with a dressing room.
Well, there's something nice,
Yeah, I
nice
see, I
proportions about it. And we have, so it's like a dressing
wardrobe?
room. You have all your clothes, get dressed, off I go.
Yeah.
It's hard to know which one is the one you'd go for,
Yeah.
but what a decision to have to make.
I know.
Spoilt for choice inside. Outside, there are raised areas for seating, as well as a shed and off-street parking. But there's one key thing missing.
I know a workshop is a make or break for them. Whilst the property doesn't come with one, there is certainly some space to build one. And Red said he's happy to do that.
Of course, feasibility depends on that crucial asking price.
Take a seat.
This is the countryside.
Isn't
I
it
can
just?
hear the countryside. It's lovely.
We've got a great property.
It is.
It's quite a sought-after area, as you can imagine, this quiet, lovely countryside feel to it.
Yeah.
He's going to ask us about the price.
I am going to ask you about the price.
I'm going to say straight away that this is over budget. So I'm just going to go to £450,000.
OK, Red, we going higher or lower?
I'm going to go £425,000 on budget.
OK. It's on the market for £387,000. That's £38,000 below your budget. Do you want another look around?
I really, really do. Just choosing what to do with each of the rooms. But
oh, what a problem. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, why don't you get in? Yeah. Have a look and see how you might use those rooms.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Thanks.
The budget-friendly price of my 19th century mystery house has ended our search on a high. It gives them a large kitchen, 3 further reception rooms and 4 bedrooms. All in a rural setting with easy access to countryside, community and the sea.
I do feel it's a very lovely house. It's got so much potential for us to just live and do everything we want to do here. If anything, a tiny bit too big, but you know, when would anyone complain about that?
It's the way it makes you feel when you step in. It's got this warm feeling about the place, you know. But yeah, lovely. I like it.
Think Yorkshire and you'll picture the delights of the vast great outdoors. And here, at the high point of Yorkshire's Hambleton Hills, National Park Centre manager Chris Pye has a passion for making the countryside more accessible for all.
Hey, Chris.
Good morning, Steve. How are you doing? You all right? Not so bad, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Look at this beast.
So this is called a tramper, and the easiest way to describe it is a souped-up mobility scooter. The controls are all very similar to those you see on smaller models, but this just allows users to get further out into those bits of the countryside that they might not always be able to access.
A great idea, great initiative. How easy is it to sign up?
It's basically an online portal. You can search for North York Moors Mobility and you sign up as a member. By signing up as a member, paying a one-off small fee of £10, they have access to these trampers all over the place. And the great thing about it is that network is still expanding. So every year we have a real commitment to add either another route or another tramper or an extension to a route. So it's really exciting.
1 second. There we go. We're up and we're in. Look at that. Ready to rock and roll.
Perfect. You can switch between front and back, go forwards and backwards. You can alter your speed slightly here. We always recommend keeping it on the tortoise because the hare, you'll be out of sight.
I'm really quite excited about this.
You can once you get going, you can build up your speed as you get confident.
Oh, I'll be building up my speed.
You can put it onto the hare.
The tramper scheme is available to anyone with limited mobility, including people with temporary disabilities such as a broken leg, or those who are simply struggling to cover the ground as they get older.
You know, being out here, having this equipment, these paths, make it so easy for me.
Yeah, and the controls are really easy. I think we had a lovely lady here last week, 85, jumped aboard, learned the controls, and she's off out with her whole family, which is fantastic to see.
So how many miles of pathway have I got to go on here?
So here you've got up to 5 miles, which is quite a circuit to enjoy. But across the national park, there are many, many more.
Our route today is taking in a real highlight.
So I understand they call this the finest view in England.
That's right, yeah. It was coined the finest view in England by Alf White, better known as James Herriot, the Yorkshire vet. And I'm happy to go along with that.
Yeah.
You're looking out across the cloud and seeing those peaks of the Yorkshire Dales peeping out in the distance. It's just fabulous.
And it's great, isn't it, that with things like the trampers and these paths, everyone can enjoy it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's all about health and well-being. I mean, I actually work for the Recreation and Wellbeing Department within the National Park. That's our name. It's there. It's in our ethos and in our goals. But not just looking at mobility as well, looking at our visitors with sight loss, hearing loss, autism, dementia, often just making those really small changes, which we hadn't thought about before, but make such a huge difference to people being able to get out into these spaces and feel safe. Some people may have heard of our Miles Without Styles scheme. We're on the Cleveland Way National Trail here, which runs 110 miles all the way around the national park, and last year the last stile was removed, which is an amazing feat. It's taken about 20 years to do, but that route is in its nature then far more accessible. Still not accessible for everybody, but it's on its way there.
It's fantastic. Do you know, you are going to make me one lazy wheelchair user because now I've been in this, going across these paths, I don't want to get back in my wheelchair. This is far too easy, far too comfortable, and such a delight. Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome. You're a fully signed up member of North York Moors Mobility.
So how many miles have I got to go and explore on this bad boy?
Well, at least a couple.
All right, well, I will catch up with you a little bit later.
No worries. Enjoy.
Ta-da!
Freedom's yours.
It's great that places like this are becoming more accessible. I've had a blast in Yorkshire. Now to find out what the high point of our house search has been for today's buyers.
Well, there is no doubt that Yorkshire is the place where Red and Rachel want to settle, but have any of our properties won them over? It's time to find out. Well, hello you two. Well, what a few days we've had. And I'm not just talking about getting around Yorkshire, I'm talking about the weather. It's on, it's off, but mainly on, it seems, this week.
Yes.
But what I love is it's not taken anything away from you or your experience. I've never met two people so positive.
It is about the people, isn't it? And they are very warm and welcoming and it's nice.
Yeah.
Now I've got to ask, is there a standout property of the three?
Definitely.
Okay.
If you'd have asked yesterday, it would have been a different one, but I think today...
The last house, the mystery house, I'm blown away with it. Never thought you'd find anything like that.
It just seems to be an obvious choice.
But is there going to be a next step? You're going back for another look, maybe?
I think that would have to happen. I would like to sort of approach it on my own time and maybe take my mother with me and just feel out the area a little bit more.
I am over the moon that we've managed to show you something, and it was the mystery house, you know, the one that I was nervous about, with it being a little bit more remote, not having a workshop for you, but I saw it and I thought, I've got to show them it. And I'm so glad I did. So glad.
too.
Good luck to you both.
Thank you very much.
Steve.
Let us know how you get on.
We will.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well, we've come to the end of what has definitely been a wet but equally enjoyable week here in Yorkshire. And it's clear to see that the drive behind this move is double-barrelled. It's about family and freedom. And I hope that Red and Rachel get all the R&R they possibly can here. And of course, that their second viewing of the Mystery House goes as well as it possibly can. Join us again next time for another Escape to the Country.
In the end, Red and Rachel decided the rural challenges of oil-fired heating and septic tank at our mystery house were not for them. They loved nearby Nafferton, however, and hope to return soon to view other options. If you'd like to escape to the country in England, Northern Ireland, Scotland or Wales and need our help, why not apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.